Welcome student to the class of veterinary biochemistry. In last lecture we have discussed DNA biosynthesis, in which we seen replication, repair. Now next step is RNA synthesis or called transcription. So in this lecture we will discuss the RNA metabolism, in which we mostly focus on transcription, means synthesis of RNA from DNA. So the expression of information present in gene involve the production of RNA, which is transcribed from DNA template strand. Means whatever the information present in gene, it must, if that we have to express or produce. So first step is synthesis of RNA from that DNA, so that further information can be retrieved from that RNA. RNA is the only macromolecule which have role both in storage and transmission of information and in catalysis. So DNA is mostly act as a storage material, but RNA have both storage information and catalysis. In some viruses which are the RNA, in which genetic material is RNA, in this RNA act as a storage material, and when RNA get translated, it transmit the information. Also some RNA act as a ribozyme, means catalyst, act as an enzyme. Therefore RNA have both the function storage as well as catalysis. During transcription, an enzyme system convert the genetic information present in DNA into RNA. Transcription is more selective. Only particular gene or group of gene are transcribed. In replication, whole genome get duplicate or replicate, in which whole DNA get produce itself in another copy. But in transcription, only particular gene or group of gene get transcribed. Some portion of DNA genome are never transcribed because they does not produce any information which is required for the cell, or does not produce the protein. That's why some portion of DNA is not transcribed. The cell restrict the expression of genetic information to the formation of gene product needed at any particular moment. So cell only express the particular genetic information which is required by cell or tissue, not whole DNA get transcribed. The sum of all RNA molecule produced in cell under given set of condition is called cellular transcriptome. Means in the cell, whatever the RNA produce for that particular period or particular cell which produce particular set of enzymes or RNA is called cellular transcriptome. First is transcription in prokaryotes. So here DNA dependent RNA polymerase, also called RNA polymerase, synthesize all RNA in prokaryotes. Means one RNA polymerase synthesize mRNA, rRNA and tRNA in prokaryotes. The RNA polymerase of E. coli complex holoenzyme is having a 5 polypeptide subunit, 2 alpha, 1 beta, 1 beta dash and 1 sigma factor. So this is the active holoenzyme of RNA polymerase present in E. coli. The enzyme RNA polymerase without sigma factor is referred as a core enzyme, which present 2 alpha, 1 beta and 1 beta dash. Transcription involves 3 different stages in transcription. First is initiation, second is elongation and third one is termination. So first is initiation. The binding of RNA polymerase to DNA is prerequisite for the transcription to start. Means binding of RNA polymerase enzyme to particular sequence in DNA is essential to transcription to start. The specific region on DNA where enzyme bind is known as promoter region. 2 base sequence on coding DNA strand which sigma factor of RNA polymerase recognized for the initiation of transcription. The sigma factor present in RNA polymerase is scan the coding region of DNA and recognize the particular sequence to which it will bind and transcription start. First sequence is called Pribnov box or Tata box. So this Tata box consists 6 nucleotides having TA which located on the left side about 10 base away from the starting point of transcription. Means this Tata box is present 10 bases away from the where actual transcription is start, and second sequence which is recognized or scanned by sigma factor is -35 sequence. A second recognition site in the promoter region of DNA. It contains sequence of TTGACA or also called TTGACA, located about 35 bases away from the start of actual transcription. Now here we see this is the RNA coding sequence and this is promoter sequence. So RNA polymerase will scan this whole DNA sequence. Okay, this sigma factor will scan, and at -10 region means away from actual coding sequence 10 bases, here there will be a Tata box, and -35 bases away from actual coding region it will consist of TTGACA sequence. When this sequence will recognize, then from here actual transcription will start. Here you can see here the transcription site -10 or 10 bases away from is contained Tata box, and from 35 bases away from actual site it contains TTGACA sequence. This is present in promoter region. The sigma factor of RNA polymerase will scan. When this sequence is present in that particular DNA, the RNA polymerase is confirmed that from here we have to start the transcription. Then next is elongation. After recognition of promoter region, sigma factor is released and transcription is proceed in elongation form. RNA is synthesized from 5' to 3' end anti-parallel to DNA template. RNA polymerase utilize the ribonucleotide triphosphate ATP, CTP, GTP and UTP for the formation of RNA. In RNA, in place of thymine, uracil is present, therefore RNA polymerase is utilizing UTP. An addition of each nucleotide release pyrophosphate moiety. The base sequence of mRNA is complementary to template DNA strand. For synthesis of RNA, no primer is required. For RNA polymerase, an enzyme does not possess any exo or endonuclease activity. So, in DNA replication, we seen that DNA polymerase 3 having the exonuclease or endonuclease activity, which remove the mismatch or wrongly added nucleotide. But RNA polymerase does not have that activity. That's why RNA polymerase does not have ability to repair the mistake which are added during transcription. The double helical structure of DNA unwind as a transcription goes on, similar to DNA replication. The problem of supercoil is overcome by topoisomerase. So here you see at the coding strand RNA polymerase. Here we see 3' end of DNA and this is the 5' end of DNA. So RNA synthesis will start from 5' to 3' end. This is 3' which is act as a template and this is 5' end. Okay, this is the coding strand. RNA polymerase will scan and identify the Tata box and TTGACA. Then nucleotide triphosphate will add into the 3' end of RNA, and RNA synthesis will take place from 5' to 3' end, and whatever the supercoil is formed is removed by topoisomerases. Then termination. Transcription is stopped by two types of termination signal. First is called row dependent termination. A protein called Rho factor binds to the growing RNA or weakly to the DNA. In bound state, it acts as a ATPase and terminate the transcription and release the newly synthesized RNA. It is also responsible for the dissociation of RNA polymerase from DNA so that further transcription cannot be takes place. Okay. Next is termination by rod independent termination. In this, termination is brought by formation of hairpin of newly synthesized RNA. This is due to the presence of palindrome sequence that read like forward and backward same. For example, here it is given madam and rotor. If you read from forward or backward, the word is similar. Similarly, this kind of sequence present in RNA or DNA, which read either from forward or backward, it will be the same sequence. This sequence will be recognized and then RNA will get fold at that sequence and transcription will terminate. The presence of palindrome in base sequence of DNA template, newly synthesized RNA fold to form hairpins like structure at that palindrome sequence and cause the termination of transcription. Here first is row dependent. So here row protein will bind at the RNA or DNA, then RNA polymerase will stop the transcription. Then that row will unwind the RNA and DNA and it will help in the release of RNA from DNA. Similarly, in row independent factor, there will be some sequence which is palindromic in nature. So at that region it will form the hairpin like loop like structure and termination will take place. Next is transcription in eukaryotes. The RNA synthesis in eukaryote is much more complicated than prokaryotes. The nuclei of eukaryote cell possess 3 distinct RNA polymerase, whereas in prokaryote only one RNA polymerase which synthesizes all RNA. The RNA polymerase 1 synthesizes the precursor for the large ribosomal RNA. Here it is used the word precursor because whatever the RNA is synthesized is a further get process to form mature RNA. That's why it used the word precursor. Then RNA polymerase 2 synthesize the precursor for mRNA and small nuclear RNAs. Then RNA polymerase 3 participate in the formation of tRNA and small ribosomal RNA. Besides this mitochondrial RNA polymerase in eukaryote which possess resemble to prokaryotic mRNA polymerase. So whatever the RNA which is synthesized in mitochondria of eukaryote, that RNA polymerase is similar to the RNA polymerase present in prokaryotic RNA polymerase. In eukaryote, promoter sequence of DNA bases is identical to Pribnow box, also called Huggins box or Tata box in eukaryotes. In Pribnow box is used word in prokaryote and Huggins box is used the word in eukaryote. It is located at 25 nucleotide away from starting point of mRNA synthesis, and another site of recognition is present 70 to 80 nucleotide away from starting point of mRNA synthesis called CAT box. Okay, these two sites help the RNA polymerase to recognize the sequence on DNA for transcription. Here the actual transcription is start from here at -30 or away 30 bases away from starting point. It present the Tata box and 70 to 80 bases away present the CAT box. Then transcription factor 2, then it will bind with Tata binding protein, Tata box binding protein. Then it will load the transcription factor 2D. Then it will be add transcription factor 2A, transcription factor 2B, likewise E, H. After that all this transcription factor will bind, it will loaded by or by these factors will be bind by then RNA polymerase 2 and mRNA synthesis will takes place. Okay, so first step is initiation of transcription in eukaryote. Chromatin containing the promoter sequence made accessible to transcription machinery. Then binding of transcription factor to DNA sequences in the promoter region is takes place. This transcription factor interact with eukaryotic promoter region in turn to help in the binding of enzyme RNA polymerase. About 6 transcription factors have been identified. Transcription factor 2D, A, B, F, E and H. Then stimulation of transcription takes place by enhancer. So enhancer are the protein which increase the gene expression by about 100-fold. Means it will increase the synthesis of more RNA, this protein. This is by binding of enhancer to the transcription factor to form activator, so that more number of or more copies of mRNA can synthesize. During the synthesis of initial 60 to 70 nucleotide RNA, first transcription factor 2E and then transcription factor 2H is released, and then polymerase 2 is enter the elongation phase of transcription. Then elongation, termination and release of RNA. Transcription factor 2F remain associated with RNA polymerase throughout the elongation phase of transcription. During elongation, the activity of RNA polymerase is greatly enhanced by protein called elongation factors. So elongation factor help in the elongation of transcription. Once the RNA transcript is completed, transcription is terminated. The polymerase 2 is dephosphorylated and recycled and ready to initiate another cycle of transcription. Then RNA processing. A newly synthesized RNA molecule is called primary transcript. The primary transcript for eukaryotic mRNA typically contains sequence encompassing no coding region called intron and the coding region called exon. So when transcription takes place, so that mRNA which is newly synthesized, it contains both intron which does not code for protein and coding region called exon which code for the protein. In the process called splicing, introns are removed and exons are joined to form continuous sequence that produce the specified functional protein. Eukaryotic mRNA are also modified at each end, means 5' end and 3' end. The modified residue called 5' cap is added at the 5' end of mRNA. Means 5' cap is added at the 5' end of mRNA, and 3' end of mRNA is capped with or linked with 80 to 250 adenine residue, which form the poly A tail sequence at the 3' end. Most eukaryotic mRNA have 5' cap, a residue of 7-methylguanosine. Means 7-methylguanosine will act as a cap which linked to the 5' end of mRNA. It linked to the 5' terminal residue of mRNA through unusual 5' triphosphate linkage. This 5' cap helps to protect the mRNA from ribonucleases, means ribonuclease enzyme which degrade the RNA. This 5' cap helps to protect the mRNA from that ribonuclease enzyme. It also binds to the specific cap binding complex of protein, means it helps in the binding of protein or enzyme which help in the translation of that RNA into protein. The 5' cap is formed by condensation of molecule of GTP with triphosphate at the 5' end of mRNA or RNA. Okay, then guanine is subsequently methylated at N7 of guanine to form 7-methylguanosine. The methyl group are derived from S-adenosyl methionine. All these factors are added after 20 to 30 nucleotide added during transcription is taking place. So here this is the 5' end of RNA. Okay, this is. So first GTP will come and will bind to the 5' end. This is the 5' end of GTP is binding to the 5' end of RNA. Then S-adenosyl methionine will provide the methyl group. This will add. So this end, 5' end will be protected from ribonuclease. Also it help in the initiation of translation. The 3' end of eukaryotic mRNA having string of 80 to 250 adenine residue called poly A tail. This tail serve as a binding site for one or more specific protein and protect the mRNA from enzymatic degradation from ribonuclease. Poly A tail is added in a multi-step process. The transcript is extended beyond the site where poly A tail is to be added. Then that site is cleaved. The mRNA site where cleavage occurs is marked by two sequence elements. First is highly conserved sequence called AAU-AAA, which is present 10 to 30 nucleotide on the 5' site of cleavage site, and less well defined sequence which is rich in G and U residue, which is present 20 to 40 residue downstream. Okay, then cleavage generate the 3' hydroxyl group that define the end of mRNA. Then adenine residue are immediately added by polyadenylate polymerase enzyme. This enzyme does not require the template but require the cleave mRNA as a primer. Okay, here we will describe or discuss. Okay, so when RNA is synthesized, when 20 to 30 nucleotide added, 5' end will be capped with 7-methylguanosine. Then there will be a sequence called AAU-AAA. Then after that sequence, the RNA will cleaved here. When here, okay, now it is, this sequence is cleaved. Okay, here you can see this sequence is cleaved after sequence AAU-AAA. Then polyadenylate polymerase will add the nucleotide adenine up to 20 to 80 to 250 adenine nucleotide to form poly A tail sequence. Then inhibitor of transcription. First is actinomycin. It is synthesized by Streptomyces enzyme microorganism. Actinomycin is binds with the DNA template and block the movement of RNA polymerase, though transcription will not take place. This this antibiotic is the first to use for the treatment of tumor. Then second is rifampin. It is the antibiotic which is widely used for the treatment of tuberculosis and leprosy. So rifampin is bind with the beta subunit of prokaryotic mRNA polymerase and inhibit its activity. Then next inhibitor is alpha amanitin. It is a toxin produced by mushroom Amanita phalloides. The toxin alpha amanitin tightly bind with the RNA polymerase 2 of eukaryote and inhibit the transcription in eukaryotes. Then reverse transcription. Some of viruses known as the retroviruses possesses the RNA as a genetic material. This virus cause the cancer in animal and hence also called oncogenic. The enzyme RNA dependent DNA polymerase or simply reverse transcriptase enzyme. This enzyme is responsible for the formation of DNA from RNA. That newly synthesized DNA also called as complementary DNA or cDNA to viral RNA and can be transmitted into host DNA. So here this is the RNA 5' end and 3' end. The primer will bind to the 3' end of RNA because nucleotide synthesis or transcription or replication start from 5' to 3' end. Then reverse transcriptase enzyme will come and bind and synthesize the complementary DNA. Okay, then RNase H, it will degrade the RNA. Okay, and then DNA dependent DNA polymerase will synthesize the another strand of DNA to that complementary DNA to form double stranded DNA. And likewise this double stranded DNA from RNA will be synthesized by in retroviruses which will transmit it to the host.